What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. So I was hoping someone could help me understand. I'm gonna go into a few topics here, and first I want to start off with weather manipulation. That sounds like a awesome heavy metal song, right? This next song's called Weather Manipulation, right? Anyway, so remember Lake Mead? Well, yeah, everybody was like, it's because they're manipulating the weather. And everybody was like, it's drying up. It never rains. They've got to be manipulating the weather. They're trying to kill us all. So this was in 2022 when everybody was scared that Lake Mead was going to dry up and everything was going to stop and everyone was going to stop getting water on the West Coast. Right? See, October 27th, 2022. The dry up has resulted in a decrease of the lake's shoreline and in the emergence of relics that were lying on the lake's floor. Lake Mead keeps dropping. This was July 21st, 2022. So that it had gone on for some time, right? I mean, like almost like half a year or like more, right? And then 1 year later, this is April 2nd, 2023. 2022, 2023. Let there be water. Lake Mead, a reservoir in Colorado, provides 25 million, right? It's finally happening. Lake Mead is rising. So if they're manipulating the weather, for that, we thank you. Next. Lake Mead water level has risen 15 feet. This was in May 15th, 2023, at the storage capacity of Lake Mead. So, Lake Mead water level is rising fast, 2 feet in, and then it says Lake Mead water level update, June 2023. That was last month. So, right there at the top where it says storage capacity of Lake Mead, it says 1,219 feet, up to 1,200 is referred to as a full pull. So let's go back 2022, 2023, 2022, 2023. For your weather manipulation and trying to kill us all, for that we thank you. Next slide, please, right there, see? 2022, 2023. Whee! It's going up. Thank you, weather manipulators. You know what I'm saying? It turns out they're trying to help us, not kill us. Ha ha! Next slide. So then everybody was like, it's HAARP. It's got to be HAARP. They're making earthquakes and they're manipulating the weather with radio frequencies. They're killing the birds. Remember? It's got to be HAARP. It's because of the frequencies. But what about this guy? He's like, hey, yeah, my house is right over there. You want to stay the night? I'm having a party. What? No way. What? No way. What? No way. What? No way. You know what I'm saying? So it couldn't be that. No way. Hey, it turns out we were wrong. So then everybody was like, it's gotta be 5G. Right? Because the HAARP thing just wasn't fulfilling your weather manipulation needs or the controlling of people and the, pencil lead that they put in your bodies. Right? So, can't be from that. And so everybody was like swapped from HAARP, right? Because they were like, it's got to be HAARP. It's HAARP. It's definitely HAARP. We've read the books. We've seen the documents. They can make earthquakes, change the weather, control people. And then they all swapped to 5G towers. Yay! Wee! They're installing them everywhere. It's got to be 5G then. Never mind HAARP. Haha! And then we had this go on. Remember? Because they were like, they're trying to kill us all. Well, when is it supposed to start working? Yeah, because this thing's been out for a long time, right here. Right? Whoa. My window just cracked like crazy. I'm sure it caught that on the camera. I'm on the second floor, so don't know. I mean, unless a bird keeps running into my window and somebody keeps throwing imaginary pebbles, then yeah. So I'm wondering when this stuff is supposed to start working, because I got several family members that fell into the narrative, and they're still walking around perfectly fine. They don't even feel a tad bit sick. And it's been like, what, 2, 3 years now? Like, when is this stuff supposed to start kicking in? Because they might have gotten 2 of those. And, well, it's been like 3 years, right? Like, I think it came out like in 2020 or something like that. And, I keep seeing all this stuff go around that like people are falling and D'ing, and, well, I mean, most of my family and most of other people's families have gotten this, and I don't know one person. So I'm wondering when that's supposed to start working. Because if they're trying to kill us off, when is this supposed to start working? Because this thing's been out for like, what, more than 20 years? This came out like, what, 3 years ago? And like everybody's still fine. And I can't speak for everyone. I'm only speaking for myself. So, So I'm like, and then when it comes to the weather and them trying to kill us all, I'm like, well, how many people like died in flooding so far this year? And it says at least 22 fatalities. Man, if you guys are going to off us with the weather then because the hasn't started working yet, y'all are going to have to up the antes a little bit because the weather and flooding, especially when the meteorologist is like warning us, he's like, get floaties, protect your house. So like the elites are probably like, these damn weather meteorologists keep telling people ahead of time that weather is coming. Yeah, and then they just prepare. They buy a bunch of inner tubes, get a bunch of floaties, put a bunch of sandbags up, and try to stop the weather as best as they can or they just move out of the way. So they're gonna have to up the antes or tell meteorologists to start lying. That way people will not move out of the way. Right? So far in 2023, worldwide, 95 tornado-related deaths have been confirmed, 74 of them in the United States. This is despite all the crazy tornadoes that have gone down this year. So far, 74 of the deaths are in the United States. Wow. That hasn't even put a dent in our population as far as offing us. So, like I said, you guys are going to have to up the antes. Are y'all hearing me? Elites? Y'all out there? Yeah, you need to up the ante. Haha. 95 tornado-related deaths have been confirmed. 74 of them in the United States. 883 confirmed tornadoes in the United States. That's a lot of tornadoes so far. And only 95 deaths? Wow. I think more houses have died than actual people. And then I'm like, what about chemtrails? It says right here, August 18th, 2016. And now people are like, the government's now disclosing them and that it's true. And I'm like, yeah, we're in 2023. That's almost 10 years ago that they were talking about this. And I want to say I've done a video and it goes back to almost like 2008. So I'm wondering, there it is, September 5th, 2013. When are these things supposed to start working? I don't understand. I just don't understand.